Update on an exclusive story we reported here last night. Last night, we got a glimpse behind the scenes of the Environmental Protection Agency in the Trump era. Somebody leaked us these apparent internal EPA memos. We've now made them public. We believe these are real, even though the EPA hasn't answered any of our questions about them. One of the memos tells EPA staffers that they need to start reporting every action anywhere in the country to headquarters in D.C., everything, everywhere, effective immediately. New centralized system. The second memo leaked to us calls for a broad and very fast-moving overhaul of all EPA regulations. Quote, by May 15th, the offices of Air and Radiation, Land and Emergency Management, Chemical Safety and Pollution Prevention, Water, Environmental Information, Congressional and Intergovernmental Relations, and Small and Disadvantaged Business Utilization should provide the task force with recommendations regarding specific rules that should be considered for repeal, replacement, or modification. Step one, due by May 15th, 6 weeks from now. Which regulations are we getting rid of? Go. And we posted those memos last night. After we did that, 3 U.S. senators today sent the head of the EPA, Scott Pruitt, a letter demanding that he explain what these memos are about, that he clarify what this process is that has not been publicly announced, but is the subject of these internal memos. The senators say the memos would, quote, overturn well-established EPA procedures and undermine EPA's mission to protect the health of the American people and the environment. Quote, Administrator Pruitt inexplicably ignores the input from 2 vital sources, scientists and the American people. They then tell Scott Pruitt that his plans will, quote, make unscientific and anti-scientific decisions more common in the future. Signed sincerely, Senators Brian Schatz, Ed Markey, and Sheldon Whitehouse. Again, the EPA will not answer our questions about what these memos mean and what this new process is that they're not talking about publicly, but they are directing their employees about internally, to the point where somebody who had access to those memos decided to feed them out to us in the outside world to try to get an explanation of what's going on. EPA won't answer our questions about those memos at all. We only believe they're authentic. We can't prove it because they won't authenticate them. The question now is, now that these senators are asking, will the EPA own up to this process that they didn't want to discuss publicly? Will they tell these senators what they are doing, even though they keep giving us the runaround? Watch this space. That does it for us tonight.